This year, I have locked in on my skincare like never before, and truly, it's been so rewarding. It kind of feels like a mini game, keeping my skin clear and hydrated, and Curology, today's sponsor, has been a huge part of that process. Curology offers dermatologist-designed skincare, including prescription-strength acne treatments and non-prescription products like cleansers, moisturizers, and spot patches. They make it super easy to sign up. I did it on my phone at the library, and in just a few days, I had a new skincare stack at my door. And I've really noticed the difference in my skin texture, especially upgrading from like an over-the-counter retinol to a prescription tretinoin. Every Curology prescription formula is personalized by dermatology providers for your skin goals and concerns. I saw the visual results after making the switch in just a few weeks, and now I think I've been using their products for about 2 months, and I've even been traveling so much too, and usually airports just mean a breakout for me. But I really think that Curology products have like fortified my skin barrier because I have not had any breakouts, y'all. Not any. Craziness. And my custom Curology formula comes straight to my door, so I never have to worry about running out. They've really taken the guesswork out of skincare, and they've helped me simplify my skincare routine. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code to start your Curology journey today and get a special offer on your first box. Okay, so as you can see, the top of the head starts right there.
Okay.
And then the bottom of the head is like right there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the area that we're working in today. So this is the very top of someone's head where sometimes whenever they're surprised, you'll get little lines right there, right?
Little ridges.
Yeah, you might be able to feel that. Feel those ridges with your finger. Yeah. And that means that this person has like felt some expressions in their life before.
What do you feel right now?
Yeah, are you feeling feelings?
It looks like the face is contracting enough for a feeling to be expressed.
Now, if you just touch it very lightly, like tap, 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 tap. Some people would call this a grounding exercise. Whenever you tap, 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 tap the forehead very gently, tap, 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 tap.
I can't really see ours.
No, you can't really see ours.
A little bit of a hidden forehead.
We have some protection.
It's true.
This is sun protection for the forehead.
Yeah.
And if this person were to have a very large forehead, we might call that a 5-head. But that would be a joke, okay?
Okay.
That would be a joke. So
is it rude?
You would only want to do that if they were your friend.
Okay.
And
exactly.
we're not quite there yet.
No.
We're not quite there yet with you. And so a little bit underneath their forehead, you'll see these little fuzzy bits. There's one right here. Then on the other side, those are called eyebrows. Eyebrows, right? And that'll make more sense when we get to the eyes, but we're not going to get there quite yet. So these are called the eyebrows. They're the brow for the eye. And you're probably already feeling it, but whenever you do like this, backwards on the eyebrows, all those little hairs go because you're brushing all of those little hairs backwards. Let's try doing that on the other side. And then whenever we brush their eyebrow hairs backwards, if we pull back and look at them, they look a little silly now, don't they?
It's true.
Yeah, it's because we kind of tussled.
Directions.
Yeah, we tussled their hair a bit. And now let's try and brush them back so that they lay flat. Right, now they're laying flat. So now all the hairs are going in the right direction. And we're also massaging out any tension that might be in their brow area. Because a lot of people, whenever they get stressed, they're like this. There's all these little muscles. There's all these little muscles that are right there.
A muscle right behind the hair.
Right, so we want to smooth.
Underneath.
Yeah, and we can even give that a little massage. And we're unfurrowing their brow. We're helping them unfurrow their brow. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Just massaging out that little crease.
Circular motion.
Yeah, circular motions and little circles.
This is very interesting.
Right. Okay, now let's move on to the eyes.
Already?
Yeah, let's move on to the eyes. So the eyes, and we want to be really careful with these because you have some sharp nails. And so eyes are very sensitive because they're made out of jelly.
Can I touch them?
You can approach them, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna end up closing their eyes. The closer you get, right? Because it's instinctive, so they're gonna end up closing their eye right about now. They're gonna close their eye, and what you're actually touching is their eyelid. Their eyelid.
That sounds so similar to the eyebrow.
Yes.
It's not quite.
It's not quite because it goes on top of the eye rather than above the eye.
See. There's only some little hairs too.
Yes.
Right at the bottom.
Right, there's some little tiny hairs right at the bottom, and those are in order to protect the eye from dust. Dust.
From the elements in the air.
Exactly. So there's something interesting about eyes, and it's that there's so many parts to the eye that really you can call this entire area the eye, right?
Okay.
And we have our eyebrows, we have
the eyelid,
we have our eyelids, and the jelly part, we call that the eyeball. The eyeball, right?
There's a whole ball.
Yeah, it's a ball. It's pretty round and it's made of jelly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so it's very, very sensitive, and so that's why there's this whole infrastructure around it in order to protect it. In order to protect it.
Mechanism.
Yeah, it's a protective mechanism because it's very sensitive. Now, if you take the back of your finger, just like this, and you very gently brush it over the eye, that's very, very relaxing for people. If you just take it, brush it over the eye. I really appreciate that you're letting me do this with your hand because my nails are dirty, but yours are nice and clean.
And the eye, it seems so sensitive.
Right, it seems so sensitive.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to get all of my grime.
I didn't know that the world was so dangerous for eyes.
Yes, the world is very dangerous for eye. So, some people have theorized that the eye was actually the first organism and that everything else on the entire body just existed to protect this extraordinarily sensitive little ball of jelly.
So it's really the eye head.
It's really the eye
face.
The eye head, the eye face, the eye nose. It's all happening for the eye because if you look really deep past the eye, through the eye, you can see that that's where people hold their consciousness.
Oh, these little black dots.
Right, if you look deeply through them, there's a space within the head, and that is where people hold their inner world, their consciousness. That's why it's so sensitive and so important. And now let's move on to some of the less important stuff. So right on the outside of the eye, if you look right here, that's like a very under-touched part of people's faces. And so it's very sensitive, like right on that outside bit.
It's above what is this bone called? It's right here.
Clavicular.
Oh.
Something like that.
Like the cheekbone.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's the cheekbone. And something that feels really nice is if you take all of your fingers like this, and what we're gonna do is brush this person's face and brush their hair behind their ear. So we're gonna do like a brush. Now let's do that on the other side, maybe with your other hand. Brush. Right, that's very nice. Now let's just fix their hair. We can just brush it back up to their ears.
Swoop over here, we can really,
Brush. Make sure their eyebrows are nice and smooth. We want them to keep that brow unfurrowed. Make sure to unfurrow your brow, okay? You don't need to be concerned about anything, so there's no reason to furrow your brow. Here we go.
And it keeps those ridges on the forehead away too.
Right, it does, yeah.
Indents.
Which is very important for
True.
face, skin longevity. Right in the middle of the face
Is there something here that sticks out a little bit?
Right.
So these 2 holes right here?
These 2 little holes. Right.
What is that for?
That is called the nose, and you want to make sure not to put your fingers inside there. So just be a little careful about that, because that's mainly, things are supposed to come out of those holes and like not go in them. And that is where humans get rid of a lot of kind of mucus that can like collect inside their bodies, and so that's why it's important for things to come out and to not go in. But the actual nose around the nostrils, it's really just there to be cute.
Well, it
It's
is.
just there to be cute.
Get a little center
little
focus.
button.
Yeah.
Boop.
Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
Here.
So let's do it. Let's do it backwards first. So we're just gonna start right there.
Okay.
Right there, and then slowly move. Right.
That wasn't too hard.
So you want to focus on that kind of bounce, that buoyancy. Boop. Right. Okay. So now let's do it forwards. Just gonna do boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. So that's the nose. It also smells things.
Oh.
Yeah, it smells things
Like scents.
like scents.
Like flowers.
Flowers, garlic bread. What are some things that you like to smell sometimes?
Like fresh cut grass.
Oh, yes.
Fresh cut grass is very nice.
Fresh cut grass is very nice. I really like vanilla. Vanilla is a good scent.
Like citrus. Citrus scents
Citrus.
are very nice.
Citrus.
Like a lemon or a grapefruit.
Lemon or a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Would you like to smell some citrus? It's so relatable.
I agree.
Yes. Okay. So if we go below the nose, we have this little weird like line.
Little ridge.
Yeah, this little ridge right there. And because mucus and snot comes out of the nose, that's sort of like a little aqueduct. Sort of like a little aqueduct to bring it straight into your mouth.
A connector of your face right here.
Yeah, I think
Right,
that's
so when the
that's
face is
what it
as
is.
it goes together here.
Right. I think of it mostly as an aqueduct to bring the snot straight into my mouth, but
That's fair.
I'm sure that.
Well, we haven't gotten to there yet. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
No, because still trying to learn.
Yeah. So we can do the imagination exercise, I guess, that this is just sort of where the 2 halves of the face meet. That's a fun fiction.
Yeah.
So that's where the 2 halves of the face meet right there.
It really helps. I've noticed the sense of
little
the symmetry on the 2 halves.
Right, the
It's
symmetry.
sort of like the symmetry. It goes in the middle, kind of shows off this line right here. This light right here.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good point.
Exactly.
For an artist to take note of. And it also adds some depth because you see the nose goes out and then this goes in.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll see that symmetry across the whole face, They
And
say
the eyebrows, the eyes.
up and down, ups and downs. There's a natural curvature to the face. And that might be fun for you to explore with like the back of your finger. The forehead, the nose, just going down. There's the forehead and the nose, and then we go back in and we have the head and the mouth. And yeah, we can feel the curvature of the cheeks, which we haven't quite gotten to yet.
Okay, but I'm quite curious to explore this part.
Yeah, they're so
The
squishy, right? So let's actually move on to that right now.
Okay.
So you'll see here's the nose.
Yes.
Boop. You can try and boop them by yourself. Oh, very good. That was a major improvement.
Thank you. I'm trying really hard.
And right here are the cheeks. Cheeks.
They're so buoyant.
Yeah, they're very buoyant. And this person, you can tell that they're a very smiley person because they just have they have such a cute little appley cheeks. They're very good at smiling, and they smile often because they're happy and relaxed, and they probably like it when people squish their cheeks.
Wow. It's filled with some kind of material.
Right. It is. It is filled with some kind of material. And what's through the cheek is the mouth. So I know this is kind of complicated because we haven't really gotten to the surface of the mouth yet, which is the lips. But behind a lot of the face, if you remember, behind the eyes is the consciousness. And then there's the nose. And then behind the lower half of the face is a lot of the infrastructure for consuming food. Right?
Like citrus?
Like citrus, like grapefruit, all of those things, right? So, behind the cheeks and towards the center of the face, that's where a lot of chewing occurs.
Oh, interesting.
So you can tell. Can you open your mouth for a minute? So whenever they open their mouth, it hollows out a little bit right there.
Oh, I see.
And that's because their jaw is open. Right? Their teeth are separated, and so the cheek just squishes right in. Right.
Sort of adds to the indents all over the face.
Right.
But this one here is rich.
If you smile, you can see there's little dimples.
Yeah,
Dimples. And that's just lovely. And then finally, let's look at the mouth. So we want to be careful right here as well, because this is another very sensitive spot. It's not quite as sensitive as the eyes, but it is pretty sensitive. Unlike the eyes, though, the lips heal very well. If you get a cut on your eyes, it really hurts for a long time. But if you cut on your lips, it'll heal in just
be okay.
a day or two, probably. But these are the lips, and they're very squishy. They're so squishy, and they're quite sensitive. And right around the edges of the lips, it's very, very sensitive.
They have these little ridges of skin too, all
Little
over.
ridges.
It seems to make the lips more flexible too.
Yes.
If you smile.
Yes. And whenever, if you were a person with lips and a face, lips are good because they're almost like the inside of your body turned outside. It's like, because it's not your normal skin. And so if you are concerned about something being poisonous in the wood, you first rub it on your hand, and if there's no reaction in like an hour, then you rub it on your lips, because that's going to be a little bit more sensitive. And then you wait an hour, and if there's still no reaction, you put it in your mouth and you kind of stir it around, and then you take it out. If there's no reaction in about an hour, it's probably okay for you to try a little bit. But talk to your doctor.
That's fair.
Talk to your doctor if you're in the woods.
Yeah.
And testing things to see if they're poisonous.
Because your doctor would know all about the lips and the mouth and the eyes, it seems.
Your doctor would know even more about it. But if you wanted to test things on your lips, they're a pretty good indicator.
You seem like quite the expert all things the face is concerned.
Yes.
Could I compare the texture to the lips and the cheeks? It seems like they're quite different.
Yeah, they are very, very different. So go ahead and touch. Yes. And you're going to notice, once you start touching more faces, that different people have really different shaped lips. Even more than some other parts of the face. The lips are just super diverse in the human race. And so there's some people who have really big wide lips, some people who have really teeny tiny lips, big lips this way, big lips this way, big lips this way.
Okay.
And that's part of the beauty of humanity.
Because I already noticed there's some differences between this face and this face.
Right.
They look a little bit different, and I was curious, like how vast those differences get.
They get pretty vast.
Really?
Yeah, they get pretty vast.
Many different cheeks and many different lips and eyes.
Exactly.
Okay.
And whenever you touch someone's face, you have to be sensitive to that. You have to say, like, okay, here's the cheekbone, here's their lips, and here's their nose. And it's going to be a little tiny bit different for everyone. And some people might have more sensitive parts of their face that are different from someone else, you know? Because I knew someone who had a really, really sensitive sort of bottom of the chin. The chin is the last part of the face that we're going to talk about. Most people...
Give it a little scratch.
Yeah, just give it a little scratch. Most people don't have a sensitive chin because really your chin is made to fall on. That's what it's there for. It's
like a...
Yeah, it's there because if you didn't have your chin and you fell, it would crack your whole skull and it would be really bad and you'd die a gruesome, gory, bloody death.
Oh, that's not ideal at all. You don't really want that.
But because we have chins, if we land like this, our chin hurts really bad, but most of our face is protected.
Well, so thank goodness. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's just
that you have that mechanism in place. Yeah.
This bone that just kind of sticks out right there, just sticks out. And it's really there to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, it's not very sensitive because we don't eat with this. We don't smell with this. We don't taste with this. We don't see with this. We don't observe or discover with the chin. It is a protective mechanism.
But it does, I see it moves with the mouth.
Protective. It does move with the mouth.
You open your mouth and the chin moves with it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So interesting.
So that's basically the entire face. There is one maybe last part, which is just the outer lower jaw.
Oh, I see.
If you'd like, you can touch that.
It's quite sharp.
It is quite sharp. And this is a little bit more sensitive to the chin.
Okay.
And it's because it's a little bit closer to the neck, which is, of course, very sensitive because we need to protect the neck.
The neck is chapter 2. I don't think I'm ready for that one yet.
We're not going to get to the neck today. But this jaw is sort of a leading point onto the neck. And so because of that, it can be sensitive.
And it leads you right down.
Leads you right down to the chin. Right, exactly.
One straight line.
One big straight line
down to the chin.
Right. Perfect. And that's a human face right there.
Wow.
Do you feel like you understand how to touch it?
I feel quite well informed right now.
Yeah. Are there any parts that you feel like you maybe want to touch again, just for fun or for educational purposes?
The nose really intrigues me.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's sort of like the highest point of the face.
Is the highest point.
Yeah, so I feel like if I just give it a little boop.
Right.
Oh, that's
very
precious.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel amply prepared for when I encounter my next face. I feel like I can give it a little boop.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, thank you for being a volunteer for the day.
Thank you for teaching me so much today.
You feel thoroughly face touched. And good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.